Alright, people of the world. I hope you're doing alright. Tonight, it wasn't meant to be a community night, but because the Badlands want to do something on Friday, I'm like, okay, let's shift community night around just a smidge. And then, yeah, now we're here. So, community night has always been an interesting one for me. Because it allows me to go outside of what I thought was my comfort zone. But, like, I never really truly had a problem with online stuff per se. Because I don't really feel anything for it. So what I mean by that is, I always used to despise playing online because this was in a time where people were actively going out of their way to cheat. I mean, that's still going on now, don't get me wrong. But people were going out there and using the various devices to make it happen. And it was such a pain in the ass. Plus, back in the day, when I was originally doing online gaming, when I was actively, or not actively, I did it like twice. When I played Metal Gear Online on the PS3, yeah. It took days upon days upon days to actually download the fucking thing. And I had like maybe one match with it, and then it was done. Because it was just mainly because of my internet at the time. Like, it was absolutely terrible. And I couldn't do much of anything with it. So, yeah. Sorry. I'm just setting my link out real quick. Yeah. I know. I always had a lot more fun with solo games overall.
Welcome back, Peter.
I've never contended that. Like, I do get a lot of fun and enjoyment out of solo games. And I'm not going to let anything change that for me. But with the advent of me being a streamer and all that and wanting to push forward and everything, there's no harm in actually playing online. Like, back in the days of like Metal Gear Online was just ridiculous in general. It was such a pain in the ass, but it was also fun. So back then, your biggest games in the world, in the era of Metal Gear Online, 2009, 2008, 2009, you'd have things like World of Warcraft, League of Legends, which I never played until a few years ago. Let me pump this volume up a little bit. Yeah, the biggest games then were like League of Legends, World of Warcraft. Oh, what else? Final Fantasy. Oh, those are MMOs and all that. But like, Call of Duty was also a really big one. 2008, you had World of War. Still to this day, the best Call of Duty. Like, you can say all you want about Modern Warfare 2. I haven't played much of it. I actually played a little bit of it because I was gonna play online with someone. But ultimately, for me personally, World of War meets the criteria to be the best Call of Duty. And I'm not in it for like gun classes and all that crap. I'm in it for the extras. So Call of Duty Nazi Zombies is one of the big ones. The other one for me was the death cards, because it introduced so much more replay value to the game as a whole. Like, you play through campaign mode and you'd go and find these cards, you pick them up, and then you could redo campaign mode several more times with these death cards, because they'd introduce certain abilities. They'd give you buffs or debuffs or whatever. One of the funnier ones was paintballs. So you could play through the campaign mode and have your bullets replaced with paintball pellets. But you could also turn your enemies into zombies. So you'd kill the opponents and they'd come back from the grave like nasty zombies. And it was hilarious. But there was also things that would test your skill. And one of the things that they introduced with death cards is sticks and stones, where you could just literally lob stones at the opponent and just like fuck them up with rocks. It was hilarious. But we never got anything like that again in the franchise, at least to my knowledge. Because it's now at this point in his lifespan, Call of Duty is a Fortnite clone, basically. It has gotten that bad. Like, what in tarnation? Like, you can say the best zombies that you could have are like Black Ops 1 and 2. Simply down to how the story overarches. Because there's a certain Easter egg you can do in Nuketown 2025. It's either in Nuketown or it's available on all maps. But there's a thing that you could do where the zombies' eyes change colour. And that coincides with the events of Moon. So on Moon, your soul gets swapped. Richtofen's soul gets swapped with a girl, Samantha. Where's all my audio went? Sorry about that, I went and got a phone call. Ah, where's my drink? There it is. Why am I buzzing again? What tarnation? Anyway, like I was saying, you can say that the best best zombies come from Black Ops 1 and 2, simply because of how the story coincides. And then there's a whole shit ton of uniqueness that comes from that. Because, like I said, when you do the whole, I think it's Moon. Yes, Moon. It's Moon. When you do the Moon story on Black Ops 1 Zombies, you switch Richtofen's soul with the little girl Samantha, and she takes control of the zombies. And that coincides with Black Ops 2 because when you reach a certain when you reach a certain round, the zombies' eyes change from yellow to blue, indicating the Richtofen's in control. And it's such a nice detail to signify the shift in control. It's just wild. So, it's weird to see Call of Duty go down the wrong freaking direction. Yeah. Like I said, it is hilarious. Like, this is stemming from my memories of online gaming. I never really trusted random players at all. Because I just didn't know them. And I'm like, aha, I'm better off playing this just with friends. So the only time I'd ever really play online content is with friends. And I'm like, you really don't know who you're going to get matched with. But at the same time, you also lose out on the opportunity of potentially making a friend that you can team up with for games. So in this day and age, right here and now, it is a win-win situation. Because we can drive with other people on Forza and various other multiplayer games. Not the crew, because you can't really do that. Can't really do that. But back in the day, it was just such a terrible thing. A lot of people did get by with it. And a lot of people definitely had a good time with online. But in this day and age, it is so much more stable, so much more fun. Because, I mean, there's nothing wrong with meeting up with the lads and being like, hey, let's pop on Discord and do some online stuff. Whereas back then, you'd have people out there purposefully building things like lag switches and shit like that to introduce lag to a game, just so they could perpetually just win the thing. And that was such a problem back in the day. But it also calmed down. Like, it just stopped happening. It was such a weird time. But remember, this was also back in the day. That was back in the day when you went on YouTube. You would have all these videos of people like what was it? The best way to explain it would be using a machine to make a game and shit like that. They'd put a blank disc into this disc machine thing, and yeah. Obviously it was fake and done for the laughs, but there were people that took it seriously, and it was hilarious. But this is also like an experimental phase online, because you don't know what you'd come across now, then. This was back in the day when you'd open up YouTube and you'd have actual proper content on your homepage instead of freaking AI slop and news. Fuck the news, fuck AI slop. There's a time and a place for AI. It is nowhere near mature enough to even have it out in the public. Keep it in mind, the human race right now is nowhere mature enough to be able to use AI. You can't tell me there's a sane person on this planet that can maturely use AI. Because even then, the technology behind AI is recent. It's a more recent technology. It's a baby technology. And the fact, the sole fact that people found this profitable so soon is just stupid. It isn't worth using right now. Sure, you can make little AI chatbots and all that crap. But what does that do for you? You sit there and chat to an AI when you could be chatting to your actual friend. Maybe your actual friend's busy. Chat to someone else. Hell, you could even go back in. I don't know if it's still around. I'll check this now. But you had a thing like Cleverbot. Cleverbot is like an actual fucking reality now. Essentially, all these AI chatbots, they're derived from recent AI technologies. But the original chatbot, Cleverbot, all this AI nonsense, these stupid AI chatbots, they are now doing what Cleverbot did well over a decade ago. That is some shenanigans. That is some fucking hardcore gaslighting that's going on. Like, God. Hey, welcome in. How you doing? I'm doing an early community night because the Bellends want to do something on Friday. So Friday, I swapped Friday for tonight. I'd rather do this than sit and play Sonic Adventure DX. I'd rather play Sonic Adventure version 1 than play DX. And version 1 is terrible. Version 1. I think it's 1.2 that came to worldwide is the better version. The GameCube ports of Adventure 1 and 2 are just botches. Sure, they have better models, but they're not all that. The rest of the game is just not all that. The originals are far superior. I wish this cold would piss off. I'm sick of having a stuffy nose. Hell yeah, love to hear it. Alright, let's pop online real quick. What seasonals are available? I want some road racing seasonals. Oh, I do like me a bit of road racing. Cross country? Oh god. Is that the only one? That better not be the only one. No. Okay, there's road racing and there's a seasonal championship. Or a sprint seasonal championship. A McGann R26? Whatever, I'll grab it. Is there no playground? Is there no community event? This is starting to become more and more of a common thing now. You know what? Just came across my mind. It's the fact that there's less showcase events in 5 than 4. You know what? I've said this before. The showcase events that are in Horizon 5 are just absolutely terrible. Wait, we're restricted just to barn finds? Oh, that's gonna be fun. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join. It's a community night. Everyone's welcome to join. If you have a barn find vehicle, I'm gonna... You know what? I won't do the barn find one. I will do the other one. The Jaguar restricted one. So it's A-Class 800. Do I have a decent Jaguar? A-Class 800. I mean, I can take. Can I not take a classic and upgrade it? No, taking a classic and upgrading is not the move for this. 7. Oh, that has to be lucky. Wait, can I get a classic Jag? You know what? You know what? We'll drive to a house and then we'll get a classic Jag. Oh, I'm gonna get some fun in here. You know what? I still like this interior. Let's see. What's the volume like on this? Hope it's not non-existent. Yeah, because if I can't... Nice. I got beaten. I got my ass kicked by a beetle. Love that for me. Yeah, we'll get a Jaguar and we'll get some classics in here. I'm not the biggest fan of Jags, but it'll do. It will just have to do. So buy and sell. Oh sure. Actually, no. Yeah, auction house is what we want. Performance class. Let's go C. Yeah, let's go C class. Then we can upgrade slowly. An E-type Jag. Wait, is that it? Oh, let's cross the. Where's these decals? Okay, let's go B class. Is there anything actually useful here? I mean, the XCS is nice. Do I even want a D-type or an F-pace? I was hoping for something a little bit more sporty. You know what? If I have to go C-class and get one of the older ones... 61 E-type, then I will. Here's the thing. We're gonna do what we can to upgrade this car, make it stable on the road, and then make it A class. If I already have one of these, that's fine. I won an auction by outright buying the car outright. For those who don't, I don't tend to use the auction house all that often because it's not as good as it used to be. Alright, I have an E-type. Well then. I've modified the C-type. Jesus. I really want to use the XJ220S. Or the Sport XJR. I could use that. I honestly could. But my gut wants me to take one of these. It really does. What is that design and why does everyone have it? That's the downside with this now. It's copy and paste big time. Alright, custom upgrade. Let's get to work on the tires. You get some Sammys on here. You get some Chonkers. Oh, we got some beefy boys. So, all-wheel drive. We're sticking on a turbo. Now it's time to do the transmission. Transmission's fine, actually. Carbon fiber, race line, racing diff. Let's change the brakes. So we've got the racing ones. We want racing springs. What in tarnation? Let's get some stability here. And do a boatload of weight reduction. We don't need a roll cage because we're not doing shenanigans. Let's do this with downforce adjustment, and this as well, because the way that it works is it takes up performance index points off, whilst also still allowing you to customize, or giving you room to customize. Sorry. We also want to put a better crankshaft in. Do all of this. All of this. Give it a little extra pull. Yeah, got that. We don't want to brute force so much power. So what we'll do is we'll put in a flywheel, do some oil and cooling. Oh, that is right on the line. That is right on the line. We've got a little extra pull here. So we're going from 265 brake to 537, 1.1 lateral G's to 1.8, and we've dropped, what, 300 pounds of weight? Give or take. So the result, some meals. I'm going to change these decals, so I don't like them. Let's find new designs. Oh, that's interesting. PFP. World of Oh, he's got a World of Tanks thing. Power Union, though. I get the reference to Shaggy, the fucking Austin Powers. God fucking damn it. Okay. We're going brave and we're going bold. Oh god, it's nighttime. End the game anyway. Well, it's nighttime here for me too. So we're gonna mess with the gears, make them a bit longer. Gear 1 should be fine. So I want this to be alignments are fine, bit more stiff suspension. Let's do bigger at the front. Ride height should be a fair bit higher than that. I mean, them a bit stiffer. Aerodynamics all the way for speed. Let's go. Reduce brake pressure by 10% and put it to the back. My diff up high. Up high. This gearing situation is crazy. So we bring this back down. That looks like not too bad. Because the gearing line has to make some form of sense. Because if the little lines here are too small, or too long, or too short, then you're in for a bit of a problem. Let's get onto the open road and see what. Whoa. I hate driving in the dark in this game. It is dope war. Oh, we are a little bit hard stuck with the gears. So, gear 5 and 6 are a bit of a problem. Let's fix that real quick. This one is more reasonable. Yeah, this is a more reasonable ratio. We've thrown a boatload more acceleration at it. I may not have picked the best car for it, so we're gonna get that started now. Let's do it more seasonal. So yeah, we're doing Jaguar. You know what? Let's increase gear 1. Yeah, let's do that. I haven't played Forza properly in a hot minute, so my driving's not going to be the best. Not by a long shot. For an A class to even do something like this is unheard of. Or not unheard of. It's kind of uncommon. Alright, let's start this up. PvP. Play this event with your convoy or everybody? Everybody. Yeah. Yeah, let's mess with the gears just a little bit more. Yeah, that's basically what we got for that. Now we just have to wait on this starting up. So that's all we really have to do. So it's gonna be a bit of a fun time. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. Oh, that's hilarious! I can see them vibration motors running around in this controller. Oh. Oh. We're getting all this traffic on the road, man. I swear to God. This sprint race is also called 3 AM Zoomies. That is hilarious. Oh, so it has to make a session, and then it has to... Why did it ask for us to do matchmaking? Because I already told it to do that. Finding a championship... Oh my goodness. Is it gonna find one for us? I bloody hope so. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be disappointed. Finding the championship session in here. Like... Right now, it is taking quite a while to find a championship session. I don't know if this is a long time to wait or not. But we'll find out. Is it going to? Because this is quite a while. Still says finding. I have issues with this now. Let's cancel matchmaking. Do you want to continue? No, what? This is crusty as hell. Oh, could we do an 207 partial? We'll do this. This better not cancel matchmaking, I swear to God. If it does, I'll be pissed. Ah, this is such a nice thing. Damn. I can't believe how long it's taking to actually do this to get this matchmaking up and running. I think I may have to go back and redo it. Actually, we could do it. We could try as a convoy instead. I think it'll work better as a convoy, rather than having to wait to play online. Oh, this is ass to break, actually, not gonna lie. Let's do PvP. Yes. Convoy only. Yeah, let's go. Fast travel and other players, let's go! Hype! I was hoping to do this one more online, but that's not happening. Race fast and win to earn the most XP. There we go, now cruising. Dadgummit! Oh, this is much nicer. Oh my god! It's fun and relaxing. I don't know why it didn't let me use my other Jaguar. So that was definitely something. It's very interesting to see, at the least. So there's also that. Yeah. Like, has it really been 45 minutes? I thought we had spent like 20 minutes or 5-10 minutes just chatting away. Right, fast traveling to destination. Let's have ourselves a good old time. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, so we're doing the entire championship, which is a fun one. Castillo del Mar. Oh my goodness. Oh, you're in a Jaguar F-Type. Theoretically, you should win. Yeah, these kind of races are always nice and relaxing when it's just a few players. But when you get a whole gaggle of players or race against the AI, that's when it becomes like super degenerate. I'm in the bloody bushes. There's a 40-mile-an-hour zone. I think we can throw the speed limit out the window. God, that turbo wine is so nice. Are you kidding? Ah, I don't remember the last time I drove an E-Type. Castello della Mar completed. Let's go. So what it all comes down to is when you're doing races like this, one of the things that matter is your grip. Another thing that matters is your horsepower and your torque. You can have a boatload of horsepower, but not have that much torque to it. On the other side of things, you can have a lot of torque, but not have a lot of horsepower. In this case, my car. Oh my god. Oh. In this case, my car is lower to the ground, or was lower to the ground. It's higher up now, so it's not too low. Fine-tuning your car is always a great start to things. So that's something you should always take a little peek at. So like, if your car is currently very low to the ground, you may want to raise it a little bit. You also might want to put on a custom tune to your gears. Make sure they're not too bad. The default for gears is normally decent-ish, unless your ratio is super close. If your gear ratio is super close, then there's a bit of a problem there. Because you're gonna hit you're gonna hit a certain top speed a lot faster. So I'm starting the second this time. I love that for me. It also helps I'm driving manual, so I'm doing a lot of things at once. Yeah, modern Forza and the Crew Motorfest are driving games that I love driving manual in. Because it means I don't have to put up with the shenanigans that come with automatic. If you're going like 150 on gear 4 and you crash into something, your car doesn't downshift. When it should, it just doesn't in video games. It's a bit of an issue. Oh my god! You always want to let off the accelerator closer to the apex of a corner. When you're in the middle of exit and the apex of a corner, you want to put your foot down a little bit. So, corner coming up. You let off, let the car correct itself, or slow down and correct itself. And then you put your foot down. Gear's not set up correctly, losing power. And there we go. If we did this online properly, there'd be so much more degeneracy at work here. I am so thirsty today. One tarnation.
Well, tarnation, buddy.
That F-Type has such a nice sounding engine. I think if I came in second, that would have been a draw. Oh, I got the 08 again. Alright, R26R. What else can we do? Do you have any barn finds? What the hell is this? Detective Tank? What is Detective Tank? Ooh. Post a clean lab to complete. Oh, we got a playlist for it to do? Oh. Explore the horizon, no thanks. We're doing Lunar New Year. At least I'm doing Lunar New Year anyway. I don't necessarily enjoy the rallying stuff. Because, I mean, the rallying stuff for Forza was already included. So what is the point of making an expansion based on something that's in the base game already? Ooh. Sexy TVR speed. Oh, my baby. There's nothing wrong with expanding on that concept. It's just, why though? Why? Why is it such a full price thing? God, I love this car. Where's my nearest house? I want to grab a pass real quick. Oh, I am right next to Hotel Castillo. To be fair, this car was also such a beast, there's only one still left in existence. And I think that bastard Mike Farney's been in one, or seen it in person. I love Mike Farney, but Jesus Christ. That man is living my dream right now. And his entire thing is car engines. He loves them. Right, that's not what I want. Forza Thorn Shop. There's the pass that I need. Do I have this? I do not. See, I played this game for so long without redeeming points that I ended up with like 40,000 points. I was just collecting them left, right, and center because that's what I was just doing. I was just messing about. I'll get a 2000 GT though. Backstage pass. I have 3 passes? Oh, the NSX? Are you kidding? Do I don't want a Clio. A Suru. Yeah, one of the things. Oh, by the way, if you've got the Hot Wheels expansion, you kind of get this car for free. But yeah. Oh, what's I gotta say? Yeah, don't use your Horizon backstage passes on the Hot Wheels stuff. You can earn them in game. You can earn them in game and get them that way without having to use the passes on them. But you still need to get the expansion. The expansion pass will allow you to earn them without having to spend it in game stuff. So I've gotten all of these. These are things. These are the ones that I specifically got from the expansion. So like the Diora 2, for example. That was the headline vehicle of Hot Wheels World Race, the old CGI TV show. They did a full run of that, and then they did a second season or a second version of it called Acceleracers, which was a bit weird and involved power-up cards that you'd stick in, and someone took a massive truck through into one of the dimensions. Hilarious though, very hilarious. But like I said, you can earn these, so don't use your passes on them. If all else fails, you can almost peruse the auction house and pick up one. What do I want though? When did this come out? Super Stock. Stock Racer? I do want this though, the NSX from 2005. The original NSX is legendary. The 05 one is just nicer. The hell is a Cyclone? See, this is the thing that gets me about the backstage passes. Is there's just so many Ford Mustangs. Like, what? A Liberty Ford Mustang GT. Why though? Why that? Also, high coin seg. Nice. Oh, that career. Oh, I have that career though. God damn it. Like, why so many Ford Mustangs? There's a whole, like, 4 or 5 in this lot. Oh, do I get the race car? Oh. Reminds me of Top Dead Center's GT3. Cause I think they still have it. They paid, like, what, 5 grand for it. It was in a, it was in a fire. There was a fire on the inside, and they had to spend a lot of money getting a wiring loom for it and everything. You should check that out on their channel. It's really entertaining. What do I want to use my passes on though? Another Porsche? You know what? Screw it. Super Deluxe station wagon. What can we do with that? Actually though, real talk. What can we do with that station wagon? Oh, look at that race car, man. How can you not? Okay. Oh, okay. We're gonna modify the station wagon and then mess about with it. Well, let's see. Where is it?
Oh, station wagon.
By the way, if you haven't done the donut media content, I would recommend doing it. It is actually quite fun. A bit buggy at times, but fun nonetheless. There's free vehicles to be had as well. Oh, Ford Anglia. Look at the Deluxe 5. Oh, look at that. But we're taking this. We're gonna see what we can do to pimp it up. Welcome to Pimp My Station Wagon.
My Ford station wagon.
Can we even engine swap this? Yeah, we can. Ah! Wait a minute! That goes all the way up to 1,700 horsepower? Brother. Wait, all-wheel drive? Yeah, let's do that. That's crazy! That is the ultimate D-class vehicle! I can't believe I just saw that! Your D-class with 1,700 brake horsepower. Are you serious? That's crazy. I'm here for it. I am so here. And the only addition is a twin turbo. Oh, that's juicy. That is very juicy. Oh, one turn. That's insanity for D-class. If you know how to make the car handle good, you can do a lot of stuff with it. Did we replace the diff already? Yeah, we did. Oh, but we're gonna have to make some sacrifices on the wheels. So. S-Class for Street Tire Combat! I'm very curious at this now. Oh my god, you can't even begin to fathom what it's like to know this. To even want to see what this is like, cause Jesus Christ, on a motorbike. That's a race car engine. We got a manufacturer bonus. That's Porsche, isn't it? Mercedes. We got an MB. Oh, that's hot. Oh god, we've broken the traction already. Oh my god. Let's do this, let's do this. Nice. Wow. 4K, a black hoodie over a Mitsubishi GTO. I would take the GTO, honestly. What is, wow. Okay, shenanigans time. It's got the power to do it. That's crazy. Our gearing lane is a little lower though. Alright, so this one's going to be very interesting to see, because our tires, well, our tires just don't exist. If you know, we're using the original 1946 tires. So that's going to go as well as a screen door and a submarine. R.I.P. these tires. Oh my goodness. Ah, crap baskets. I'm gonna die. Alright. Beware my truck with a fucking... Oh my god. This is crazy. Oh my god, I can't! What is happening? R.I.P. any kind of traction I thought I would have had. Okay, there's a place I want to go. Ah, this is a fun place to test this. I need to make sure I'm facing the right direction. I am. Oh god! We just made it tilt. It's not gonna enjoy this very much, is it? Jesus! Sorry, Laird. I can't believe we're even doing this. We're fucking ice skating this thing. This is crazy. What did that man do with that truck? Oh god. We need to lean in the right direction for it to work. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're not turning anytime soon. Jesus H. Christ, man. Oh! Oncoming traffic? In no way, in no way. That's meant to be so much fun to drive, though. You're just driving along, and it's not. Yeah, no. Is he doing wheelies? My man doing wheelies? RIP traction. God, that's hilarious. I forgot you can make cars do wheelies in this. Speed zone failed. That's not okay. Oh god, this has potential to be something fun though. R.I.P. to that Volkswagen. Jesus H. Christ. God, this is so much fun. It really is. Ah. 1940s Ford versus a more modern Jag. This is incredible. Yeah, if I had to tune this properly. Oh god. Yeah, if I had to tune this properly, it would be so much nicer. Yeah, we'll fast travel back to my place. I want to see what kind of incremental updates I can make to this. We're just gonna strip it out. Because you can have this at D class, 1700 brake horsepower. I don't know why you would want that, but it's an option. For fucking D class of all things, are you kidding?
I'm giving you better tires.
So what can... We can give semi-slicks. This car is so far down on the horsepower range. Does that even make sense? I mean, 4.9 for handling. 3.8. 5.2. 4.9. So 180 foot-pound of torque. The 6.2 liter V8. Okay. So we now have the ability to put in a twin turbo, which is what we're doing. Oh, pardon me. I'm doing racing diff and then do the brakes and all that. But we're gonna add rigidity to the vehicle. That is so low to the ground, holy crap. So this is a vehicle that actually does need the rigidity. So we also need the flywheel. This is clearly S-Class already. And we still need the crankshaft. And do that. Pistons. And the block. We don't need to worry about the turbo. We already have the turbo installed. That's just for bonuses. And we have a fuel system. And this. Okay, so... Jesus H. Christ. Unless you download something. Let's just lower it to high heaven. Jesus Christ, that is low. Oh my god. We're gonna make the suspension just a little bit stiffer. That should help things, I think. Because everything's going to have the perfect line to it. Okay, let's try this. This is way more stable. That is such a nice engine, though. I freaking love that. Why is everyone driving in Mercs? Holy crap, that's nice. Yeah, that's impressed me a fair amount. You know what, though? You know what? Go back up. I want my DeLorean, and I'm going to put a roll cage in it. Specifically the Part 3 car. Come here, buddy. You're getting a roll cage. We kind of need you to have one. Are you lower at the back than the front? Come here, buddy. Oh yeah, that's gonna add a lot of structural rigidity to you. What else did I put in here? So your intakes need to be better, along with your ignition and fuel system, and your crankshaft. And there we go. That's perfect. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, so this car should be able to do more revs and all that kind of fun stuff. There we go. Alright, let's try another event. Not with this car though, I just want to drive into this. Well, let's right, let's I mean, you got the E-Type. Let's try the barn finds race. Right, there is 6 miles to it, mind you. That's fine. There is such... I can't believe anyone would drive this particular car with a roll cage in it. Your field of view is so limited.
The next Horizon Arcade event.
I'm not doing Horizon Arcade right now. I've got a race I want to do. You know what though? I think the Part 3 car needs a bit of extra tuning on Gear 3. Or not Gear 3, Gear 5 and 6. Like that. I think that'll do it the world of good. Also, this car collection notification to get on my nerves.
I don't like it.
Woo! Na 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 na. Yeah, how long has it been? An hour and 21. We'll do this. Because there doesn't seem to be any kind of like playground event going on, like the community stuff. There's normally that one event that gets your free car. It says I don't see that on the map. That's something we cannot do tonight. Might be able to do Super 7 though. Super 7 is a fun one, by the way. It's full of community content. It's all community content, but some of it's just really dumb.
Oh my god, we're nearly there.
Doc Brown would definitely not approve of that. Convoy on, let's go. Alright, let's do Herbie. Oh. Horizon Mythical. A Ferrari 250 GTO. Oh my god, I may get railed here. All because I chose a Beetle. This one has 3 laps. Let's go. Brother man. Like, not gonna lie though, the online experience overall for this game is pretty fun, but the fact we didn't get anyone for the first set of races is terrible. Although my suspension is suspiciously bouncy. So that is definitely something. I mean, what I like here is that Herbie is so much more stable than it used to be. Because if you were around for the Horizon 4 days, all we did is got him right up there to S-Class and then set him out. I mean, we tried to make him work, but the torque was too much for the tires and the body. God blame me. So this one's been a little bit different because we're not on teams. We may be in a convoy, but we're racing against one of them. What is that GTO like to drive anyway? I'm curious. I'm curious as to what it's like to drive. I don't think I have one. A Ferrari 250 GT? Oh my goodness. Yeah, it took a lot of skill not to spin out as Herbie, because it's something you can do. You have to be very careful with the older vehicles, like in general. Because if you don't, if you put too much power into them, they're just gonna slide around on the track, and it's not a fun thing. I'm just glad I don't have to deal with ice. Well, mine is also a barn find, but mine is significantly more modified than it has to be. I mean, it's a barn find, so I should probably have it. I wanna give it a drive when we're done here. Sprint race, San Juan sprint. I mean, is it also a rental? I highly doubt Volkswagen designed it for high speed like this back in 1939. Good old, bad old Adolf, making workers make these things. Hmm. Yeah, I was either picking this or the Porsche that I have. Oh crap. Wait, that registered it? Why? I was clearly out of bounds there. So how did that happen? If it's a rental, it's probably stock, so it's gonna be slow. Oh, so it's not a rental, it's your own one. I do want to drive it stock and then modify it. So it's a 250 GTO. I need to keep that one in mind. I never normally keep track of the barn finds because I mean, once you're done with the barn finds, the only time you can, the only like purpose they really serve is to send vehicles to other players, which I need to start doing because I've got a lot of duplicates of some cars. Yeah, I would say put on brakes, a suspension, and put on tires, and a gearbox. If you want the best power to the wheels, do all-wheel drive. Because when you hit the accelerator, your wheels won't spin out. You won't do a wheel spin. I always recommend going for all-wheel drive. Also, Herbie's a little low to the ground. I think I did that to enhance the grip. Or not grip, downforce. Because downforce keeps your car on the ground. However, if you have too much downforce, you will understeer and oversteer like crazy. And it takes someone as a skilled driver to correct it. Just 3 laps. That turn through was so bad. God, just playing these games makes me so much more relaxed than I have any right to be. God damn. I am hella hyper focused right now. I flicked that stick and it didn't shift up. I hate that. Gosh darn it. I think this is my worst lap yet. Never mind. As you probably saw, this car sucks for corners. Whether it be its aerodynamics or something else, I have no freaking idea. A Pro Stock Camaro. I don't think I have one of those. And even then, I can't just gift vehicles to you. That's not how the game works. Unfortunately, you can't just send vehicles, unlike the olden days of Forza. In the olden days of Forza, you could used to have a lot of cool stuff on the auction house. That's not quite the case anymore. In this day and age, you can no longer send vehicles to people. Unfortunately. Oh! Wait, I just got one of those. An M5 from 2012, so. Oh, pardon me. Oh my goodness. I am so gassy. Ferrari. Bloody hell. What was it, 250? 250 GTO. Okay, let's see what this is like. This is such a nice looking vehicle as well. Oh, rear wheel drive? Okay. Slippery. I see why you had problems. Ooh. Let's put a marker down for my house. And we'll drive it under race conditions. That just leaned to one side when I went up that hill. Is there a roll cage in this car? Brother man, I hate the traffic in this, they're not aware. No, that's not a roll cage, that's part of the car, I think. But mine is a B class. I actually do like this little Ferrari. Oh. Why is not kids at my fucking house? I hate that. Alright, we're gonna stick tires on this. Gonna make it all-wheel drive so it doesn't spin out as easy. It doesn't need that much doing, to be honest. Gonna make it just a little bit lighter. I should have covered all my bases. Yeah. All right, all-wheel drive. Let's go. And tires. Those are chunky boys. Oh my goodness. Want an air filter. Ignition. And race now cooling. Pistons, displacement. Ooh. So what we're gonna do, so we can get better gear shift, we'll switch it to sports tires. We're doing camshaft. And race valves. There we go. So we've gained 115 brake horsepower. We went up to 1.5 Gs. We're all-wheel drive. Our weight is dropped by 100 pounds. Absolutely stunning. So there we go. We need to raise the car up though. Some longer gear ratios, I may add. There we go, 197, and we're already ahead. Damping, all that's fine. Rear 45. This should be just fine, I think. I'm being honked at. Love that for me. This is so much nicer. For a box standard, for not box standard, but for an A class, this is really nice. Like, quite honestly, I'd be happy to drive this in any race. Any A-class, that is. Man, it's trying to race me or something? Alright, let's jump in this. Let's just absolutely jump in this. I'm gonna sit in this TVR for a little bit. I love this thing. New PB? Are you serious? There's no way we just got a new PB from this thing. God, I love this car. This was one of my favorites growing up from Gran Turismo. We're not going nowhere. Dadgummit, I didn't want to do a drift event. I don't want to do events like that. This car would honestly be super lethal, IRL. Like, I can't imagine what the stock Speed 12 would be like. That thing's an absolute demon on the road. Good lord. Try to go this way. We'll take this road because there's a house nearby. What do I have in real life? I don't drive IRL. I walk all over the place. I have 2 horsepower attached to me. My legs. I wish I could drive in all honesty. I'd be traveling all over the bloody place. Yeah, that car was a little too fast. Yeah, I don't drive. I don't have a license or nothing. God, this is so much fun. If I had the opportunity to drive, I would, but I also wouldn't overdo it. Like, yeah, I would like to travel, but it wouldn't be like a common thing. So, like, if I had to go into town, I'd still walk. Because I wouldn't want it to remove one of the things that I love doing the most. Because it is only a few minutes drive into town. Another new PB, let's go. 1 more mile an hour to earn 3 stars. Are you serious? Just call it 3 stars. If I had to pick a car to drive IRL, it would honestly be the DeLorean. It's a car I've been wanting for so many years. Like, it's not just because of Back to the Future. It is overall, to me, at the very least, a good looking car. I am being told about the weather schedule. That is such a loving use of AI. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. Out of the big 3 cars that I could ever want IRL, which... Okay, make that 4. The Plymouth Fury from 1957, a DeLorean, a Pontiac Trans Am, or a Dodge Viper GTS. I would pick the DeLorean every time. And then maybe the Plymouth Fury if I felt like setting a death trap. But ultimately, there's almost no Plymouth Furies on the road at all. Let's dive off this hill real quick. Bonk. That is one way to get back on your roof, and I didn't even touch anything. There we go, that's one way to get down a cliff. Yeah, when it comes to cars, for me at the very least, the DeLorean is such a standout design. Like, before I even knew what the DeLorean was, or not even before, oh, when did I first see Back to the Future? We recorded it off of TV in the late 90s, but I had never seen a stock DeLorean, so it never really stuck with me. I like the time machine aspect of it, but later on in life, as I grew up, I began to appreciate the DMC-12 as a whole. Like, in, what was it? Gran Turismo 4. It was one of my go-tos. Because it was just overall cool. And it's not every day you get to see a DeLorean with nitrous. And Gran Turismo, a track racer of all things, like you put nitrous on vehicles. Like, Dream Car doesn't really have to be all that. It doesn't have to be fast. It just has to be the car that you want for whatever reason. So, yeah. In my case scenario, the Viper outdoes the Trans Am, DeLorean, and Plymouth Fury all in one. It is such a beast. But at the same time, I love the way the DeLorean looks. I love the noises it makes. I've heard a stock DeLorean before. I've even, I would have said I got into one, but I was too big at the time. So, when was it? Was it 2018? 2018, 2019. I went to the next town over for a Comic-Con, a convention. I wouldn't call it a Comic-Con, it's a local convention. There was a lot of comic book sellers there. And I got to see one of these in person. And it was quite nice. It helped solidify that it's one of the cars that I wanted to get in my life. And yeah. I even found out that the owners of the car were in the Back to the Future Forever group, and they recognized the picture I'd taken of the car with my friend, and I'm like, that's fantastic. So if I ever needed a DeLorean, I know who to hit up. Plus, one of the guys that helps out with the one of the team members for Back to the Future Hill Valley, the Grand Theft Auto mod, he owns a DeLorean, and I'm like, man, you lucky as hell. God damn it. Mike, you punk. How could you? I kid, he's actually really nice. And if you want to know more about what it's like to own a DeLorean, you can just always ask him. Like, look at this thing. It's fun. I mean, the cluster, it has its problems. I mean, certain things like your voltage and speedometer and all that don't necessarily always work because of the way it was manufactured. But you can always replace that and get modern equivalents to fix it up. Why do that? Why am I not? Why is I not in first for that? Right. What time is it? Right. There we go. So we're gonna wrap things up. Pop one in here. There we go. We get a bit of photo mode action. There we go. There's the money shot. So I'm gonna right now as we're on the stream, I'm gonna check the polls, both of them, the Twitter one and the YouTube one. So for those who don't know, I very much do polls on the community tab of the channel for the Thursday game. And basically, no one's voted. People have seen it, because it tells me that, but no one's voted on it. Now for the YouTube one, I already know that people have already voted. It could be one person, it could be none. Or it could be one person, it could be many. That much I don't know. So let me double check, see what is going on. That reminds me of an old phrase I used to say at the beginning of streams. I got it from Rhyme Style. What is going every? What is going every Rhyme Style here? Yeah, I only got one vote. So tomorrow we're playing Kingdom Hearts 3 with mods. Now, normally I would be disheartened at just one vote, but it's better than what it used to be, and that really says something about the content that people really want to see, or really want to see. The content that people want to see in general, because I'm at least getting votes and all that now, so that is something. It lasted a little while, about a decade ago. Not a decade ago, I haven't been streaming that long. Almost though, almost. I'd come to think of it, it has been a decade since my first ever live stream. I experimented on the channel years and years ago with live streaming. I did like 2 or 3 of them. I did Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. What else did I do? I did Doctor Who Daleks Invasion. What else did I do? Digimon and Cyber Sleuth. So I put those live streams up on I did live streams on the channel a couple of times, and then 2018 got a lump removed from my nose, and then decided to shoot forward with doing live streaming properly with voice and all that nonsense. So yeah, in a couple of years' time, I can be like, it's the 10th anniversary. I mean, live streaming. How fantastic! Fantastic. But no, it has definitely been fun, for sure. Just almost a decade. Almost a freaking decade. That says something. Says that would mean I'm getting close. Once a decade of me hitting live streaming happens, I'll be 1 year off from being a content creator for 20 years. Now that's really spooky. Anywho, thank you to everyone we encountered tonight. Shout out to Laird for joining in. If you want to come back tomorrow and see me play Kingdom Hearts 3 with mods on, you're more than welcome to. Friday night is going to be League of Legends with the Badlands. I think just the 2 of us, me and Annie, or all 3 of us. I have no idea yet. But I'm also planning out some content. In the future, I think in a month, a little over a month, I'm gonna start redoing Hogwarts Legacy streams again, because by that time I may just have the new rig up and running with a boatload of storage for the boot drive. And the reason I say that is because Hogwarts Legacy has mod support. And if you use the built-in mod manager for it, it starts storing your mods on the C drive. I'm not okay with that. I don't like it. It's not a fun thing. It's a very, very bad thing. So by that time, New Rig should be up and running. Like I said, like I've been talking about recently, this PC is dying. This PC is, I wouldn't say hardcore dying. It likes to reboot itself. It likes to not boot sometimes. And on occasion, it will just not load any kernel level anti-cheat. Which means when I do go to play League of Legends, Vanguard throws a hissy fit and it's like, eh. Or League throws a hissy fit and it's like, eh, Vanguard's not running. So that's a problem. Not to mention, I've ripped off a USB port before by mistake. I've shorted out a Ethernet jack on the board by mistake. USB 3 header on the board is bent, so I can't even use that. I had to get a replacement, which is a little converter adapter to plug USB 3 into USB 2, so I'm limited by speeds there, but it's not a problem. So the new rig should have so much more. It's got a much newer processor, and by much newer, it's like a year or two old, probably a year old. I won't spoil what it is yet. But anyway, this has been GTA Raj. I hope you all have a great evening. Hope you all have a great time. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.